Y'all not even gonna say hi.
Hey y'all! I realized
I didn't know we were up
went
here.
live. Hey
Sorry. Good afternoon.
Good evening. It is
Yes,
good evening.
evening.
Yes, good
Okay,
evening.
I was asleep.
Oh, you asleep? You took a nap? I ain't taking a nap today.
A long one.
I'm mad.
I did not.
I've been doing thing after thing after thing.
I hope that little one goes to bed on time because I didn't take a nap with her.
I don't think nobody's gonna go bedtime because my baby be up to 3-4 in the morning. I'm ready for school to start. I'm
Me
so ready for
too.
school to start.
Me too, a little bit.
So we missing one of our co-hosts today.
Yeah.
She has a bad migraine. We hope she feel
Ooh,
better.
I know how them is.
Girl.
Thank God.
Thank God. I don't even want to remember it.
Nope.
I've been getting them lately for a while now.
What do you think
I
those
know.
come from? Because a lot of people, they still can't.
Food?
No,
I don't know.
I
Everything.
can't say food because my kids get them. Like literally,
Oh,
They
it's
eat
like
too.
when they turn 10,
That's
they
too
start
much.
getting migraines. Just like
Re-
me, I've been
just-
getting them
I've been
since
getting them
like
since
10
I was-
years
yeah.
old,
Oh wow.
and my kids get them.
very
That's
bad.
yeah.
And that's so sad.
Yes. So we got a couple of topics today. I'm going to be leading off.
Ooh,
No.
Yes.
yes, Kara, yes.
But we're going to be talking about the Sonya Massey case.
Mm.
A lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people in an uproar about it. I believe she was 36 years old.
Ooh,
Mhm.
she was 36.
Yes. She
With
was
two
young.
children.
So she was young.
She was young. See,
Oh,
yep.
gosh.
She called the police out to her home about a disturbance outside of her house. The police came in, from my understanding, asking her, what's going on or whatever. That's when they asked her for her license, and I guess she couldn't find it, and they noticed that the stove was on and it was a boiling pot of water. So I believe she went to go turn it off, and they backed up, and she was like, why are you backing up? And the police officer told her like, well, I'm scared. I don't want no, hot boiling water in my face. And she was like, oh, really? And she was like, this is exactly what she told him. She said, oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And he said, you better F or not, I'll shoot you in your effing face. So after that, something transpired, and I think she got scared because his thing was triggered, and she put the pot up to her face. You already had mind you, they already went in the kitchen to look at. It was no weapons in there. So when they saw her raise the pot up,
saw the pot.
Yes, and there was no water in the pot anymore. So why did you shoot and shot her right in the face?
And
lied.
He lying about it.
And I was reading something on
missed
about
that. What he lied
the body
about?
cam was
Yeah,
off,
he didn't.
and they turned it back on. Or something.
No, his partner body cam was on the whole time. He thought his partner body cam was off.
See,
he is off, but his partner still captured everything.
Wow.
Even when he tried, the partner was like, I'm going to go get my first aid kit, and he told him like, no. You don't need to. She's basically,
yeah, I caught that. And I caught afterwards too when he was outside with all the other police officers. He was still talking mess about her.
But did you see the other police officers? The first time, I can say, I don't think they gonna try to take up for him.
They did not look like they was taking up for him.
They are disgusted. They are disgusted with him.
They did.
If you watch the videos, they know that he's lying. They know that he's a cold-blooded killer. That's what he is.
Wasn't he young as well? If I'm not mistaken.
He is.
I don't know.
He young. I think they said he was in his early 30s.
And this happened in Illinois.
Yes, Illinois.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so emotions about it. It's very sad. First off, paying respect to the family that they even have to deal with that.
Yes.
That whole department, they need. First off, police training, period, needs to be rechecked. It's something y'all need to.
And not even just the training. They need mental. They need psych evaluations constantly.
They must be letting anybody.
I mean, because we all go therapy, so they need
They are letting anybody be a police. They advertising it all day long.
Because it seemed like you don't even like back in the day when I was younger. It seemed like you had to go through so much training, so many years to be a police officer. I know people that's job a year and being.
That's every job.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That is everything is like fast paced.
Think about it. This now you can become this at this time. Now you can become a how is it so different?
I guess it's more.
You know what? because
the
maybe
knowledge is more easier to obtain, I think now.
that too.
But
And I don't think a lot of people going after those jobs anymore. Back then everybody look, he is like, I want to be a police officer. No one wants to be that no more. It's a lot of people fleeing from a lot of stuff. Everybody want to be Instagram stars. So it's a lot of stuff that you
I
can
mean,
just
And
get
a
away
lot of
from.
people pay more. Get paid more
look,
than these police
Instagram
officers.
stars, that's who paying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's who paying.
right.
But you gotta sell something.
Yeah, that's
Gotta
why I'm
sell
about to
your
be me a
soul.
TikToker in a minute.
Ah.
But yeah,
I felt like also when he got to her residence, he was mean to her up front.
yes. And she the
Yes.
one called them.
Yeah,
Yes,
he was
he
mean
was. He was
immediately.
very cold.
Very
He was
cold.
very cold.
Everything she was
Even
doing.
when she
her
said,
to
I love y'all,
call
thank y'all for coming. He's
for
like,
her-
yeah, your mental okay. Like, dang.
I
Really?
didn't even hear that part.
Yes, in the beginning, he
You
asked
would think
her,
the
like, is your
police was
mental okay or
called on
something
her.
like that.
You would think that
And that's what
someone
I
called
thought
the
at
police
first
on
until I
her,
had to rewatch
and that
it.
she was somebody that was somewhere being crazy, out of control,
That you
and
yep.
that he had to be scared of her.
Yep.
Yeah.
What gave him the reason that he needed to be scared of her? Like, she gave off
My
nothing.
thing is for police officers, are they trained to shoot to kill? Just automatically
I
shoot
mean,
to
you
kill?
train shoot to kill.
I believe
Even
they
if you
are.
go take
yeah.
a CPA class right now, they train you to shoot to kill.
I don't understand that. No weapon or nothing.
Mm-mm.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's the part I mean, I would shoot to kill if that person had a weapon,
Yeah,
but
but no
Right,
weapon,
but no
not
weapon,
coming
no
at you or
nothing.
nothing. You just
well, so
gonna
what the
shoot.
taser gun is for then?
That's what
Why
I'm
we got that?
saying.
Why we
But
have
then
it?
he on camera saying he don't want to get. I'm not taking no water to the face or something. He
Yeah,
said
hot
He was
water. I'm
no
scared of
water
that.
there.
He
So
was
it's like,
very mean.
what are you
Yeah.
talking about? It
So was
like he
that the partner or the
delusional.
shooter? The police shooter?
No, that's the shooter.
Okay.
Who was delusional.
Okay.
He made up a story in his head, I think, already by just
Trying to
his
cover
first
it.
contact with her. His first contact with her, he was threw off from the time he stepped foot in her house. To me, his whole energy shifted.
Everything about him, he was like that from the jump.
Yeah.
She opened her door. What took you so long to get dressed?
He said they let
Like,
you be a
really?
cop after 40 hours of training. now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
That's
So,
sad.
2
And here for
weeks.
sure. Yeah.
That's all it
I
takes.
did not know that.
That's what I'm saying.
They begging for people to put police officers in the D right now.
I mean,
Mm-mm.
are they any good police officers these days?
I mean, you can't even with this situation. I don't even want to call the police.
I know that,
Yeah,
and
I
that's
thought
a,
about
and that's a
that.
whole other
Like,
thing.
I don't like.
My husband was talking
I-
about that earlier. Like, I'd rather my kids call me first. Ain't that
Yeah.
something? That's
Yeah.
sad that you need to
But
But
feel
when
that
you were
way.
younger, you were trained to call 911. You don't even want to dial 911.
scared
You
for something
getting
to do that.
investigated for something you called for.
I called 911 for a car on fire on the freeway. This was last year now, but still, I didn't get no answer.
Girl, you a lie.
On
And you know they
911.
talking about you could text 911 now.
I saw that.
Girl.
I didn't get an answer.
I'm scary. You want me to say?
You want me to text you? I
My
got time
kids
to
was
text
with
you.
me. I had them call and we was call. We couldn't get an answer.
My house got broken into years ago. They never came.
See what I'm saying?
Never came.
I also saw, the conspiracy theories is they already starting with their videos of what they
did
feel
not
like
get
to watch it
happened.
yet.
They saw
they
somebody said he did a deep dive or something where the police officer who did the shooting,
Mm-hmm.
he's getting ready to get married, I guess, in October. Was supposed to get married in October.
He better not be getting married no more.
Right.
That
he
better
ain't gonna
be
be too. He
canceled.
gonna be at home. He gonna be in the
He
jail
can
cell.
get married in jail.
Right. So his wife okay, so backstory. Not backstory. The Sonya Massey. Apparently in the video, did you guys see that she had a hospital
I
wristband
did
on?
not see that, but
She
I
had
was
a hospital
wondering
didn't
that.
see
wristband
that.
on.
It seemed
No.
like
Yep.
something was a little.
So if you look
something
at it,
wrong
you
with
can
her.
see
Maybe
that
a
that's
little
maybe she just left the ER. You
Yeah.
don't know, right?
Mhm.
So she had a hospital wristband
She
on.
may have been weak
and it
and,
mentioned
and tired.
yeah,
from
and the guy
something.
mentioned that the hospital that was in her area is the hospital that the cop's wife work at.
Wow.
So he was saying like maybe there was some type of incident between her and his wife, which made him show up all on tip because he came as if he knew her, as if he had an interaction with her before,
Yes, he did.
or his wife had the interaction and she, you know what I'm saying? That's, I mean, I don't know. That's a kind
That
of
still doesn't
far
make it
fetched
right.
to go.
'cause
No,
Nothing.
not that. I'm just saying,
Nothing.
why would you show up in that way?
I don't care if she picked up
Because
the
you
boiling
came
hot
to do
water.
something to her.
Right.
Even if she picked
But he
up
the one
that
said
boiling
something
hot
first
water.
about the hot
He was
water.
mean up front. I'm telling you, he came there to do something to her. Like that's how it looked. That's
Why
how
would
it
you
was.
Shoot her in the face.
He came to do something to her.
In
He
the
did.
face.
He did not show up willing to
He
help
did.
her at all.
And then he
So,
said a nasty remark outside. I
Mhm.
can't remember.
I mean,
what
yeah,
it
after
was.
the fact,
This
he's talking about
F&B
some of the
is
B is crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, he kept calling her after she
Yes,
was
that's
After
what
dead.
I'm
she was
saying.
dead.
Yeah. Like,
Like you already didn't like this lady. How was she crazy and she
how are
called you
you
to her
saying
home?
this about a
How
dead
do you
lady
feel
that you
comfortable
just
saying
killed?
this? That's crazy.
But this is who we supposed to call.
This who supposed to protect us.
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
This is
Yeah.
why people don't. This is exactly why they don't call the police.
People are taking the law and
Into their
everything
own
else
hands.
into their own hands
Mhm.
because
Yep. That's why I was saying
they
I want my
can't be
kids to live with me.
trusted.
I don't
Yeah.
even want.
You know what?
Like, just
It's
stay here
so-
forever.
I almost feel like that.
I need to get a
Like,
real
I-
giant house.
I
Let's stay here
almost feel
forever.
like that because it's just like you never ever know.
Mhm. Even when our sons or family member get pulled over, you gotta why do we have to prep talk our kids about police officers? That's sad.
I used
Hey,
to feel
be
some type of way about
careful.
that. Like,
And I told my sons, I'm not trying to. I know they supposed to protect you, but at the same way, they be having it in their head like, I don't like you. You an enemy.
Yeah.
Straight forward.
I mean, the younger generation, that's how they feel
Yeah.
because all of the stuff that they see on TV,
Yeah.
so they don't feel protected
Yes.
by the police.
That scares
But
me
why
too.
should they, though?
It's very.
You can't even really distinguish the real from the fake no
Mhm.
more.
And this is the things that start riots and things like that.
Yes.
At places.
Yes.
Because you not even y'all. I wonder. You know what I'm saying? Have y'all
How
went
do
to
you
her
think
family?
her family feel?
Oh my
How do
God,
you
you
think
know?
her children feel? How do you think her if
Yeah,
she's
I think
only
you said she had 2
36,
children.
her mother is probably living. Her father, she's not
Her
an old lady.
Yep, I saw her father on the
So
news.
it's not like
Yep,
her
her father
parents
is.
are just deceased. You know what I'm saying? She's a young woman.
She is
So-
a young woman, 36 years old.
and you just killed her like she was
Nothing.
nothing.
She simply called for help.
That's the main thing. It's like nobody value life. It's like everybody just so immune to they
And if
died.
he automatically knew she just came from the hospital, you see her rambling through papers. He like, no, don't do. Let's
was
do one
so
thing
mean. He
at
was
one thing
so
at one
rude to
time. You
her.
know, he was just so rude.
And she
like,
kept apologizing. She's like,
yeah,
I'm
she was like,
sorry. Let me do something.
You could tell she was distracted. So just give
And
her a
see,
minute.
that's why you have people who like me. You can't come in.
Yeah.
I will talk to you at the door.
But that's
You
see,
can't
it's
come
different
in.
because she didn't call. Think somebody called on her. She wanted their help. She was so happy.
So
Like,
she
thank
did
y'all
them
for
when I'm
helping
at
me.
the door.
them, I'm gonna
first,
step
yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
I don't want them in my house.
Yeah.
I don't want them.
You
in
done
my house.
already
I
been
never
walking in my
have.
kitchen.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
You
saying? You
already
scoped
scoping out her
exactly.
house.
Exactly.
You can tell, even the way the one had the body cam, he was positioning it to look in every room. It's
Mhm.
like, why do we see everything in her house?
And
from the body
all you
cam?
wanted was her license. So what you need to look through her house?
Why
for?
do you need to look through my house? So now that shows you how much they body cam can see, because we saw the bedroom to the
It
left.
shouldn't even be an option
We
of them
saw
turning
that
it
was the
off.
bathroom. We saw her kitchen right there. We saw
Mhm.
her living room, all from him just standing
Yes.
and not moving.
And I know she mentioned what are the partner reports that I think they mentioned that he actually helped.
Really?
Yeah,
Who?
the partner.
He helped do what?
Like his testimony was on her side.
Oh,
like,
I mean, he kept his body cam on. So
Oh.
him keeping his body cam on, he could have shut it off
Yeah, he
when
coulda.
when he saw it, but I feel like he didn't call for backup.
He didn't.
you know what? I felt we saw
He-
it so fast that I don't even think he thought it was gonna go that fast. Cause look, I mean, cause she literally was just like, okay, I'll put it down,
And
put it
he-
down, boo, boo, boo. Like,
Yes.
how the hell I'm gonna call for backup? Like, I
But
feel like
she
he was
scared.
like,
They
oh my
had
god,
already
like that
draw-
happened way
They
too
had already
fast.
drawn the guns on her, so she tried to cover her face with the pot. It was no water in the pot. She would have hit her.
That was all of 6 seconds. That was scary.
Okay, but that's my thing.
ugh.
As a real human being, if that happened in front of me, immediately when everybody else come up, I'm gonna say he just killed her
Exactly.
for no reason. He didn't say that. He didn't say nothing. He stood there quiet. Now he can be in shock, but he did
you're
not
right.
say that. He didn't say anything. It's almost like he was thinking
about
like
what to say,
what he should
role
say.
Yeah.
And if you have to think about doing the right thing, you shouldn't be a police.
You're right.
So he shouldn't be a police either, and he should be what they charge you with if you riding with somebody and they kill somebody.
Oh,
That's what he needs to be.
you're right. I agree with that. The law. I don't. I mean, I hate that that's what happened to you, homeboy.
If
But
that was
you're right.
my child
We
or
get in
my
trouble for that,
mother
so
or
yeah.
my,
I
have
agree.
to go down with him. Like
her ID, they didn't even. Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I agree too. They didn't need her ID. Like,
They did not.
What do
Not-
you need my
Not
ID
for real.
for?
Okay, how about you make me feel safe? You supposed to went and walked around my apartment, my house, because I
that's
told
all
you I saw
asked you.
somebody.
Exactly.
You
And
should have went and made sure the
nobody
premise
was
was
there.
good and all of that.
How do we know? See, that's why I can't, because I go in it too deep. My mind take me somewhere else. Because how do we know it wasn't them walking around?
That's what somebody else said on the
Exactly.
thing.
How
They
do-
said that's why she wasn't fully
So I was
dressed,
trying
because
to
she
listen.
called. They was
Yeah,
already
yeah.
there.
They
So I
was-
was listening to it when it started at the beginning of the dispatchers and everything like that, and he was there pretty fast.
They
Yes.
was. They said that.
When you look at
That
the
video I sent
time,
y'all. Look at that.
when
Yep,
you
I
look
didn't even
at
get
the
to look at it
time when they
either.
posted the 911 call, and you look at the time from when the body cam is going on when they knock on her door, it's not that long. So they was either parked around the corner or it was them walking around her house when she called. So if his wife do work at the hospital, how we know they didn't have words? They
That's
got
what I was.
into
That's
it,
what the man was
or
saying.
they did something, or she said something that she didn't like,
She
or
sent her
whatever.
husband over
And
there
you
to
sent,
bother
and
her.
she sent her husband over there
Could
to
y'all
bother
still be
her.
with a man like that?
No,
Girl, no,
no, no.
no.
Y'all think she gonna stick by him?
Yes, yep. Because however he is,
Girl, they
she
gonna
knew he
dig her up.
was.
They gonna kill her kids up. They gonna dig up
However
everything in their
he
life.
is,
Yeah.
she knew he was like that. That's his personality. That's his character.
That's why she sent them there.
Yes, she
Mhm.
knew what he was all about. That's
Yeah.
why
She
she
did.
knew what he was all about. She know what you know what kind of husband what he capable of.
Yeah, and she was so calm the whole situation. So for him, the way he was talking and stuff, it was just like,
It was-
why is she crazy? Because she was taking her
Why
time.
were you that rude to somebody who was
asked for
that
help?
but that calm? And she wasn't even hysterical like me. I'm always turned up.
Heck, yeah.
So I can
Mhm.
see why he might think I might
Like, you need to
throw
sit
some
down.
water
Like,
on her like
yeah.
she on 1,000.
Yeah, she
No,
was very
this
calm.
lady was
And that
very
right there-
calm and very trying. She almost was scared.
Yeah, she
a little
was. You could
bit.
tell she was.
Yeah.
And you
She
know
didn't
what?
know what to like. Am I being investigated? I'm the one
Yes.
called y'all.
She
And
was
that's
scared.
the,
And you be
training.
scared to ask the questions.
And that's the training that you, like you said, they need to be trained in a certain way. That's very true. Because what if she was
Ooh,
fronted?
Oh, I
They
didn't
said
even
she
know
was
that.
still on the phone with
Yeah,
this.
she was.
See
She was
what I'm
on the
saying?
phone. See what I'm saying?
So how do we know
fast?
that
was
that
so
wasn't
fast.
them walking around her house? So now they got to dig further.
Yeah, and she right. She didn't want to get off the phone. They said that too. Dispatch that she didn't want to get off the phone with them because she probably felt that man's
That
spirit.
whole energy.
That's why she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." She felt his spirit.
And that's what threw him off.
Mhm.
When she spoke those words,
I rebuke you in the name
his
of Jesus.
whole everything was just like
Who
he
gets
got
mad at
so
that?
Because he was the devil.
angry.
That's why.
Who
Yes,
gets mad at
That's
that?
he
why.
got so mad.
Satan.
That was something that was really. I had to rewind. Like, what? What did she say wrong?
I kept on saying, "Why is you watching this?"
Yeah,
'Cause
I
they
had-
want to
I
talk
wa-
about it on the podcast.
yeah.
Why is you watching
Yeah.
this? 'Cause
I promise you, I
I
probably
mean,
would have
it's
not.
just,
I
you know,
never
it's
would have
just-
watched the video. I would have known what happened, but I never would have
I
watched the
wouldn't have
video if
never
it wasn't
watched
for
the
today.
video either.
I couldn't
wouldn't have.
pass it up. I just kept seeing it every. And I'm
Yep.
like, let me read into this. When I'm like, that's messed up.
It
Ugh.
disturbed me because it's like that shows you that it's like no protection out here from nothing.
It does. And like y'all said, they need to be trained in certain ways. This is why it's so scary with people with mental health issues, because she could have been her anxiety could have been up and she could have been more fidgety, which was still probably got her killed. She was completely calm. So what do you really want us to do?
What
we can't
can
be
you do?
frantic. We can't be calm.
You can't be loud. You
Can't be loud. Can't be quiet.
What can you
We
do?
can't sit still. We can't move too much. And that's what fears me about my
You gotta
son.
be
We can't
paranoid.
restrain him because it's going to get real freaked out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a scary
It's scary.
world and
World.
time right now.
It is.
It's just like this, like really put like the icing on the cake with everything else that's going on. It's like that's why right now I'm so scared to go out the country. I want to so bad.
I am
so bad,
too,
so
because
bad.
there's so many rules we don't even
But-
know about.
Yeah,
Me
because
too.
when me and
I
my
don't want to get
husband went to
stuck.
Puerto
All that
Rico,
is scary.
the police just
scary.
walked up on us and was like, not us, walked up on my husband and was like, you was smoking in my country. He don't even smoke. And we just looked at him and he was like, luckily he the person he is. He was like, no, sir. And just walked away. Me, I would have been like, I don't even smoke. Like, why you even? Because that's me. But now I'm learning, like,
just
you can't say nothing.
Yep.
Because people really.
But it's sad that you can't speak your
you
mind.
can't
It
say
ain't
nothing.
about being back and forth. It's just like people.
You can't even be honest.
Yeah, you can't be
You
honest.
can't be honest. You gotta just be mute.
You
Just shut up.
gotta
You can't
just
say
shut up,
nothing.
and that's sad.
It's so sad. That's what. But I feel like that's what they doing. They making everybody be able. They trying to rip away your freedom.
Your
of
freedom of
speech,
speech. I agree.
Everything. That's why they want TikTok banned. That's why they trying to take away your freedom of speech. And
I agree.
now everybody gonna be scared to call the police. Cause now I'm really scared here.
I am.
2 weeks.
I am
Like,
very
what?
scared about that.
2 weeks. How can you learn that in 2 weeks?
You
What
can't.
kind of thorough background check?
That means
can
you get
get
no
back
mental
on
at all.
somebody in 2 weeks? I can't even close on my house in 2 weeks. It took longer than that.
I know if
But I could be a cop and
But I
carry
could
a
be a cop too.
weapon.
But y'all dig into your whole life.
These people don't even know the law for real.
And then they make it so easy for them to kill somebody and get off with it and just go about their daily life.
Their day.
Why,
I mean, they show you how to get away with it. They show you how to get away with it. Yeah. They're teaching it.
I'm glad body cam, caught all of this.
And came about.
But at the same time, why are they even able to control their body cam?
They should not
be able to control that.
Everything else is wired back to wherever your headquarters is at, so that should be there too. It should be turned on at the beginning of your shift and off when you clock out.
And it should be disciplined for that.
Yeah.
Don't touch that body cam. When you
be.
clock in till you clock off, don't touch it.
You can't touch it. It's on. I turn it on. Matter of fact, when you clock in, it comes on.
It comes on. Yeah.
That's just crazy to me. They think they can say what they want.
They can do what they want.
Do what they want.
Yeah.
It's just like, whatever.
You can't ask no questions.
You can't even say,
why did you pull me over, officer?
Yeah.
Like,
they get from one woman to another. I am so sorry. This is something you have to worry about happening to you. I cannot imagine having fear because of the color of my skin, and that is so unfair. It really
very
is.
Unfair.
It is.
It's very
it's unfair. A sad world. It's like now it's almost like it's people be taking on certain jobs just because of these reasons. Like,
it is.
I'm gonna be a doctor just so I can kill people.
Make money.
I'm gonna be.
These people don't have the right mindset to take these positions.
They don't.
Nurses shouldn't be nurses. You should not be working in a nursing home if you don't have the patience for the elderly. You should not be in a daycare center if you cannot handle these yelling children and screaming and crying babies. You should not be in there beating on. I've seen too many videos like that. Stop taking jobs for the money.
The thing about it is, like, they act like they forced. You know what I'm saying? To take a job.
And this is something you pick for your career.
It's a job that you choose. When you go fill out the application, you know exactly what come along with that job. So therefore, how do you go and take this job knowing that you might have to deal with people that you don't want to deal with? You can't go work in that field.
Exactly.
Go be
your
at
heart
home.
Ain't in it. Don't do it.
Now they got jobs at home. Go be at home.
I don't think it's a lot of people heart into their jobs.
It's not.
They not.
They in it for the paycheck.
They in there for the paycheck.
Like, everybody want to be a nurse because
everybody want to be a nurse.
It's fast, and they don't know what it takes to be a nurse.
Doesn't have the patience or anything.
They don't understand that being a nurse is really more deeper than being a doctor.
Yeah.
Because everything leading up to what the doctor decide gonna determine from what you tell them.
Exactly.
So if you turning up for 6 days straight and you running to work and you on empty, or you know what I'm saying, and then now you got to take care of people, your attitude messed up, you irritated, how you working with people that's sick?
Yeah.
Yep.
I went to the hospital a couple of weeks ago. I wanted to check myself out, y'all. I told my husband that if something was wrong with me, I'd rather die at home. Literally. Like, I don't want to be. They had me in a chair for 6 hours because it wasn't no beds. I said, I'm sick. What? Do it look like I want to sit up in a chair? I want to lay down. Nobody had no remorse. They didn't care. They was like, well, it's no beds.
Mm-hmm.
We all out of beds. Everybody here sick.
It's
the hospital. You should. Elderly people in wheelchairs just in a hallway hollering out, yelling. When I say it was the worst, cruel, I feel like I was at I don't know, like it literally made me sick to my stomach. Like, I don't even want to go to the hospital. If I'm sick, I don't know.
A lot of people I've been feeling like that for a minute, especially during COVID.
It was so bad.
It seemed like no one wants to really work like that.
Yeah, everybody.
So I understand that they're understaffed.
From the whole encounter to when we checked in to when I checked out 15 hours later, it was horrible.
Yeah. So, just this situation alone is having us pay attention to a lot of these service jobs that people just don't have. The heart is not in it. And I encourage you.
Being a police officer, I think it's all about the control.
It is. A lot of people do it for control. Yep. They do it.
I encourage all those service workers to please leave if your heart is not in it.
Yep.
You got to have you got to be real passionate about what you do.
And when you put a gun in somebody's hand, that's what they don't realize. You putting a gun in their hand. You have to do a thorough mental check. You can't do a thorough mental check in 2 weeks. I cannot pretend to be anybody in 2 weeks. You 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
You need to do a proper training.
What can we do as a community or just people in this world to even, get these police officers to see that, they are really affecting us?
I think because I know a lot of people feel like,
Start from the top.
a lot of people think change is never gonna happen. They just feel like we out here protesting for nothing. We do this type of stuff for nothing. I see where you can get discouraged and feel that way. But the more of us come together and continue to do it, we can't just be one time talkers. We can't just be,
Yeah.
speak up a subject and keep it moving. We gotta be diligent and consistent about things we want to change.
Correct.
We cannot talk about it when somebody passed away and died. We gotta be real consistent about it across the
all the
board.
time.
So it needs to be more community outreach, like in the community. It needs to be more leaders in the community that's talking and bringing awareness to a lot more stuff so we can make a bigger change. But I know we want to send our prayers to Sonya Massey's family. That is so unbearable. It's so unreal
It should
and
never
unfair.
happen, and it should have never happened.
And I know we've been dealing with this for the past 2 days, and my anxiety is up to the roof. So I know we said we was gonna switch gears because
I mean,
it's just it's cringy. It's yeah.
It's a sad
It is.
situation.
It is.
And Illinois is right at home.
Yeah.
So it's like it's slow.
I want to say he was kind of young too.
Yeah, he was young. So it's just
you threw away your whole life now. Like you,
two lives gone.
Two lives
gone.
Into
them roles if you want to. Exactly.
Yeah.
We got to stop trying to worry about being this star and that star. Let's step into those roles. Like how we back in the day. Like you can tell your kids, you want to be a police officer. We won't even say that no more. But you're right. People of color
we don't want them to
get
be
more
anymore.
into these roles.
And,
you're right.
I mean, we stuck
scary
on what's popular.
Yeah,
I think that's why everybody's being a nurse because it's popular.
It's popular.
It's like, oh, it's cute.
I think it's fast too. The way some of them be nurses, because I'd be like, wait a minute.
It's 2 years.
Oh, I didn't.
It could be less than that.
I'm about to say no. I know some people.
Some of them.
It's those little fast track programs.
But it depends on what kind
of
nurse you doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because you got different kinds of nursing, but you have to understand when you taking on that, you dealing with every different kind of people, every different kind of person you can think of. That's who you dealing with. That job is not mentally.
Has the police even did the sheriff or anybody speak on her?
I haven't heard. After I watched that, I haven't went back and did nothing else.
I ain't do no research on that.
I didn't. I've been seeing a lot of different news clips though, so maybe when we get a chance, go back and look at it. I think I saw her child on there. I saw her father talk,
but from the
and a lawyer. Oh,
I have not.
Probably I haven't seen nobody.
I have
from
not
the station
seen anybody from the station. Say
I only seen that video of all them standing outside.
Yeah,
like I said, they all was looking like they was disgusted.
They did,
but the one that was there did not step up and say that it was wrong.
And they haven't shown him in any pictures either. I was trying to look for a picture. I didn't have y'all.
Maybe you know what? No, I didn't see him at all. Maybe he had to wait till he gets to with his union lawyer to make sure that it do stick.
Maybe
instead of letting somebody try to cover something up.
We'll see when it come out.
Yeah, because what if he would have said it right there and it would try to come up with a whole different situation? Like maybe he had to wait. I don't know. I hope he do the right thing though.
Yeah, definitely.
Didn't it take them like 2 days to even do the investigation?
I think
because they did say they said the family members didn't even know it was a cop shooting. They thought of whoever did that to her was whoever was prowling her area.
Are you serious? I didn't even read that.
Yep, I saw that one. They spoke about that
because whoever was prowling her area maybe was the cop.
And this happened July the 6th.
Right, and it just hit
the media.
Seriously?
Like that. Yes.
Did you even say the time frame is what?
Oh my God!
Me. Yes, it went. It's almost like it was covered up, and then once we didn't find out until the body cam footage came out.
That's when we found.
Nobody knew what happened until the body cam footage.
Yeah, because they said her family thought it was whoever the person was. I'm disgusted. Let's go ahead. We gotta move on. I'm disgusted. That's disgusting.
Yes. It's sad. So we're gonna try to lighten the mood a little bit, y'all. I don't know how, but it's that's crazy. We just had to hit that on discussion because that's nothing you can ignore.
Yeah, we had to knock condolences off of her, and
definitely.
Prayers for her and her family, her children, their teenagers. Okay, let me stop making myself more upset
because it puts you in a space.
It do.
It puts you in a space.
It's like you don't win the shoot. You might as well go get your own shotgun and hey, y'all outside my house, clack clack, hey, shoot. I've got a better chance.
It's almost like that's what they want. Everybody to just kill each other.
I think so too.
I mean, because it's like that's what's happening. Police killing you, the people that are on the street. You go to the gas station. It's like my nerves so bad. I can't be in crowded places. Like it just be too much now. My anxiety.
Mine used to be like that.
So much stuff is gonna happen.
Me
now
too.
It's like
overthinker.
Going out of town being on the dealing with a plane, because it's
Yeah.
like y'all just canceling people flights. I done had that happen to me. They don't care when they cancel your flight. They charge you all this money.
I heard.
They leave you in the airport. They don't give you no hotel accommodations. The rental cars be all rented out. All the hotels be rented out. That's why you see thousands of people sleeping in the airport. It don't be that
So I
they
just
want
went
to
through it a
sleep
week
in the
ago.
airport. It's no more rooms.
Mhm.
Like if you got an airport that's bringing out 10,000 planes, you should have 10,000 rooms here, because you never know what's gonna happen.
Mhm.
How you gonna have a storm come, close down everything, and then just have these people out, and they make you sleep wherever? They don't care.
Don't care.
It's like we have to
Figure it out. Figure out
make
some type of
them treat us better when we spending our money. It's like, stop getting flights to these places where they think they can do that at. Because it's all the ones that be going out all the ones, if you pay attention, it's everything that becomes popular, that becomes everybody start doing it, and then they make a lot of money off of it, and then it's
Yeah.
the same flights: Houston, Atlanta, Jamaica, all the same places.
I do understand that
Okay.
sometimes, but sometimes they can be a little bit more,
Sometimes are beyond the company's
company
control.
control.
Yeah, but I just seen where Delta just been canceling flights
Really?
with no explanations. Yeah, saying that it's the weather. And then when they call in the airports to where they supposed to go, because I think it happened to MC Light. I think she was talking about it on Instagram.
So it wasn't the weather. They're lying.
They lying.
Oh,
They
okay,
saying they
okay.
canceling
Just
all
canceling
these flights.
flights.
They saying it's due to staffing. But if you cancel it on
Oh.
your part,
Fix it.
then you got to give out refunds.
Yeah, give
and
them their
stuff.
money
Yep.
back, and people
But
won't
if
have a
you
problem.
cancel it saying it's weather, and we gonna just fly out another plane once we get 5 or 6 people to come in, they don't got to give you no explanation if you don't
Yeah.
got a lot of people making an uproar.
That's why they
about
make
it.
you buy those insurance
Yeah.
for your trips and
Now
all that
you gotta
extra Y
pay
and
for
Z.
insurance. You never had to do none of
Oh
that.
God.
Now I gotta get insurance. Now I gotta pay extra to go through a separate line for clear if I want to be on time, and it's just too much.
It was saying,
yeah.
well, I can't see.
What?
Oh, the
You can't see
Microsoft
what?
outage, yeah, and that cancel planes.
Yeah, I understand when that happened. Yeah, that was
That
beyond
cancel debit
anybody control.
cards and
Yeah.
all.
They
But
canceled
that's what I'm
everything.
saying. Why would we let stuff like that be in control of all
That's
of
technology.
all of everything? Everything just stopped when they pull the plug. You can't even go get your own money, because I couldn't. I ain't had $3 in my pocket.
Girl, I couldn't even get in the account.
I
That's
can
my
swipe, but I
problem.
couldn't get in it. I can use my
I
card.
didn't
I
even try
just
to use
I
it.
did
See,
use
I
it.
couldn't
I
use
could
mine.
not get in it to see what was in it or nothing. But I did was able to
I
use
couldn't
it.
didn't
even
even
use my
try.
card.
Okay.
You
I
couldn't
didn't
do no mobile.
Yeah, no
mobile
yeah.
transactions.
Yep, no modem, nothing.
Like I'm just
All
saying,
right.
that's insane.
Okay, Jen, it's on you. Yeah, we're gonna be mad all night today. We're gonna go
Yeah,
home.
this gonna be a mad day.
No, we can
'cause
fix it. We can fix it.
We can.
I don't know. We was talking about your subject. We was gonna talk about
Identity change.
yeah, because we're gonna start it, but we're gonna end up pushing that over to next week too.
Okay.
Because Maya gotta come in and comment on that because that's a deeper one.
It is.
So, how you want to start it?
I'm gonna just start it just with identity change. I've probably been at this age probably 7 different people.
I was just about to ask you, what is the definition of identity
went through
change?
7 different stages, and it's like, why do people have a problem with you growing or evolving? It's like when you grow and you evolve, it's like that's when you start having all of these, I'm gonna say, falling outs.
I've been having so many falling outs.
And it's like, why? It's like, why do you want me to stay in a box? And I always feel like it's the people that's closest to you who
Amen.
watched you struggle,
Amen.
watched you do all these things. And it's like,
Baby.
well, ain't that's what we supposed to do? Ain't that's what you wanted me to do?
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to get better.
Some people don't want you to be happy.
I'm not supposed to move up or do it's insane. So it's like, why do each time that you change, I feel like each time that I change, I lose somebody. You climb up, you make another step, or you do somebody falling off.
And what was that thing you sent us that you had tagged us in? It said something about when you was talking about this subject. You tagged us in that post. It said
it was for you. It was
I forgot. I know it was talking about identity change, like I guess it was talking about the different phases. Then have you ever got just where to a point where you were just over everything you had already going on?
Yeah.
And I remember feeling like for years, I felt like I went through an identity crisis. just struggling with things I desire, but having people in life just tell you that it wasn't realistic,
making you feel
making you feel like
your
what your
dreams
dreams
or
is
what
just not
you think
happening.
is possible is
It's not
not,
possible.
because it's not possible to them. And that's what people have to understand. Just because it's not possible for you, or you don't see that for yourself, I see the sun, the moon, and the stars, baby.
Amen.
I see me with whatever I want, whatever house
Think
I
big.
want. Like, I don't put myself in a box. And it's like people want you to put yourself in a box and stay there.
It's so crazy that it's called identity change, because I would have never thought
Yeah,
of it
because you
as that way.
change. Like,
I understand your phases are
I'm gonna read what
changing,
you found.
but I never would have thought about it, because when I had to read up on it when y'all said it, I'm
I mean,
like,
you
what the heck is
grow.
identity change?
Yeah, you
But I didn't know.
grow.
Okay, so it's your phases of growth.
So I'm gonna read what you had posted, and this is nothing from us. We're quoting somebody else, and I'm just say that person's name, Chloe Dash. We don't know who she is, but this was her status. It says people don't talk about identity change enough. At some recent point in my life, I became annoyed and just fed up with everything that was attached to me. What I ate, how I dress, who I spend time with, what I spend time doing, what I don't spend enough time doing. I realized that I'm actually going through an identity change. Who I used to identify, I'm no longer like her. In fact, she's old news. This new chapter requires my undivided attention with God. It said a lot more to that. So I definitely was able to relate to her because, like I said, almost 2 years ago, I felt like I went through an identity change and things definitely shifted for me for the better. I semi gave up alcohol, and I feel like that part had a lot to do with my weight loss too. Like I was drinking,
Yep, it does.
It hit me hard. Like I was drinking for sure every weekend more than likely, and then don't let me get off on a Tuesday. Like, I had a long day. I had a bottle of wine.
So it was,
you know what I'm saying? So I was definitely drinking a lot at one point. So what was it? Almost 2 years ago, I gave up on alcohol. And I can tell you now, like maybe from 2 years ago to tonight to today, how many drinks totally I've had, maybe 20. You know what I mean? Like I went months and months, probably like 5-6 months with no drink. And then my husband would want me to drink with him. I was just like, give me the non-alcoholic beer or something. Like just for you to act like I mean, just for the mind part of it. But I didn't do any of that.
Is it
it's
like a
severe change that you're
change?
going through? Because why are you changing so much, or is it a level of growth?
So
it's
levels of
definitely a
growth.
level of growth.
Levels. I agree.
Things that I was attached to before, it no longer interests me.
Even things that I desired before, like
no
I
longer
may have
desire.
thought that I wanted a particular watch or a particular outfit. Now that's the farthest thing from my mind.
Yeah, my biggest change was being a people pleaser. I was so
caring how
people
about
feel about me, caring about how people think I look to, that was my problem. Once I stopped caring, when I say my levels of growth, my confidence, oh, you can't tell me nothing. Oh, she thinks she all that, and
yes,
I am.
Yes,
and I'm gonna continue to be that.
You have to, because if you let people put you in a box, you will stay in a box.
Yes.
So it's like, I guess that's why every time you grow, people fall off.
And I was just gonna say that
they can't grow with you.
Yeah.
So now
and she just said that I think they scared that you outgrow them.
Yeah.
And it's okay with outgrowing people.
You think you better than
no
them, or you think you doing this because you want more, or because you reaching for things that they think are impossible. Nothing is impossible for me. Just like I turn on the TV and see somebody else doing it, I can do it too. So because you don't think that far ahead for yourself, don't put me in that. But even with the things you eat, I may have ate Burger King every single day or whatever, but then now I see it's bad things in that. You shouldn't eat this.
Y'all see
so
how y'all
when
was
you
on my head
get
with TV.
older, you
that part.
learn.
I'm coming.
different things, but it's like now if you say it, it's like, oh, she bougie.
You being
I
was getting all of that.
Oh,
you making ginger shots and you making these smoothies every day, and it's a lot of that. That's a lot of that.
Tell you something. Don't you change who you are because I like your presentation, because I love a good party.
She talk about you, Marlon.
Don't talk about her like that, because let me tell you something. I like the cranberry. I liked the signs. Let me tell y'all something. I am that person. I love it. But you just, you don't call that person bougie. You'll be like, oh, I could dig this. I like it. I take it as a.
And for a long time, I thought that was like not necessarily people pleasing. I really, when I say I wholeheartedly enjoy making other people have a good time, and it took me a long time to understand that, because at first somebody was like, that's people pleasing. That's this.
It's not people
for me. That was a purpose of mine. That was a purpose. That was a purpose of mine. That brought me joy. So yeah,
I love it.
It'd be like, why you can't say like me? I say, well, shoot, I'm trying to give up pork too. What you doing? help me give up pork, or what you know, or why is it bad? Why you don't want to eat it no more? If you ask
I
those
got that
questions,
before,
then you
yeah.
grilling them.
Oh, you don't
It's
eat
like,
pork
why you
chops?
grilling me? Why you? Well, I'm just
Well, I don't
asking
want to.
what.
Oh, I'm extra because I've been extra since I gave up alcohol for real.
See
Like
what I'm
I
saying?
see, and I didn't give up. I said I gave it up. I'm not.
When I
I'm never
feel
gonna
like
drink,
a
but I just
person
don't do it no
that
more.
really care about you, if you tell me, like now you told me you gave up alcohol, I wouldn't bring alcohol around you. I'm not gonna bring alcohol
And I
around
didn't.
you
So when I came to her
because you
birthday,
told
I
me.
bought it all.
I-
Girl, you
Yes.
should have saw me like,
And
I
I
hope they
said-
drink all of this
I
because this can't be
said,
staying here. But you know what though? I would say this. You don't have to do that. When I say I used to drink so much, I thought it was gonna be a real problem when I gave up. But I promise y'all, this how you know I'm telling you, prayer changes things. When I say
You
I
didn't
ask God,
desire it no
I don't
more.
desire it.
You
don't
When I say I
desire it.
prayed for that, I prayed for that. And when I say it was an instant
Crystal,
deliverance,
yes.
baby, it was gone.
The
It just
taste,
my husband
the
testified.
taste didn't want.
It
You
is. It
didn't want
didn't
it.
want it.
Yeah.
He thought I was crazy. He like, it's a whole bottle now. You can have it.
Yeah.
Because I was the pusher onto
You
him.
no
He wasn't a
longer
drinker.
desire
I no
that.
longer desire it.
Girl, I was
And
so shocked.
that's another, like you said, that's another thing of the identity change part. It's just things that you just change to grow. Like I lost people, I gained people. I dislike a lot of things that was just present in my life, and it was just finally uncomfortable for me. So for those past 2
Uncomfortable.
years, I was just very, I got tired of being uncomfortable. So I changed everything around me.
Mhm.
And yeah,
Everything.
the alcohol, the certain foods, or I'm trying to
Everything.
start, just a lot of things
Or
will
if
change.
things
People,
put you in a bad
friends.
space, why do I have to put myself in that space?
Yeah.
If
Mm-mm.
I say this, I don't want to be here,
Mhm.
or I don't want to do this, or I don't want to go there, don't try to persuade me or change my mind. Let me be how I'm gonna be, and you be how you gonna be.
I
I'm
got-
not gonna tell you, oh well, I mean, don't do it.
I've been called bougie because I get my hair done by your cousin. Shout out to my hairstylist
Oh,
because
cause
she
she
the
lays
best.
them
She
curls,
lays,
baby.
she's-
Shout out to
she lays
Shanika. She laid them
Shanika.
curls.
Oh, you pay all? Yes, I do. I pay for what I
'Cause I like what I
love
like.
what I like. You know, that's just it. You don't have to explain. You shouldn't have to explain what you're doing to please
everything,
somebody.
To please somebody else.
That's terrible.
It's almost like, I feel like when you going through those changes, each time you grow, you learn more and more about you.
Yeah.
So the more you learn about you, you okay with letting go of
Well, let
something
go,
else.
yes.
Because it's like, okay,
It's a certain
I
glow.
like this. So if you
Mhm.
don't like it, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat that. If you eat it, that's on you.
Everything
I don't
that's
want to
good
go
for
there.
you
If
may
you
not
want
be
to go
And you
there,
know what? It's not always just about those changes like that. It's literally, it could be a job. Going through, you
anything.
might have really got to this level like, I never wanted to do this,
Or I
and you
never
just
wanted
switch
to
it
be
up.
here.
I never want to be here. So that's an identity crisis. And oh baby, that identity crisis hit me hard almost 2 years ago. Everything that I was allowing was just, it got where I was like, ugh.
The food.
I mean, food, people, the alcohol, things, how I parent my kids, everything was like, ugh.
Where you go, what you entertain,
What you entertain,
watch. To TV,
who you allow in your space. That really irritated my whole life.
Stuff that I used to be addicted to, that I really used to watch every single day, and I'd be looking at myself now like, how did I even watch this? Like, they annoy me.
You see,
now
I don't watch TV
because it's like, okay, I can't.
As long as
it's
it's happening in a good, in a growth way, identity change is beautiful because it's about growth. It really
I
is
love
about
to
growth.
see a lady. This is just me.
Family
I love
grow.
to see a woman to grow. I love to see most women. If you notice, if they battling something, when I was battling something, I'm not saying speaking for everyone, but I've noticed that some women that's battling stuff. Have you ever noticed the way they walk, the way they carry
Feel
themselves,
different.
the way they had their head down? Like,
Baby, that's
when
me
I'm
right
walking in the
now.
room, baby, you gonna see
Your
this
head
head up. You gonna see me smiling. Hey, how y'all doing? That's
Yeah.
me now because it's a growth.
And you ain't holding no
And
dead
I'm not
weight.
holding no dead weight. I'm
You're
not mad
holding
at you.
no dead weight.
I can't see.
Yeah,
You're
it's
not
just
holding no
family is the main ones that attack your identity growth because they still see you as a child, as the child version of you, and not the adult you. Preach it, baby.
The
Preach.
child version.
The child version.
Maybe that's what it is. They be stuck on.
How. Yes, I'm not a kid no
Who
more,
you
baby.
was before.
Mm-hmm.
Even your older aunties and cousins. I'm not a kid no more. I don't
Yeah.
care how you saw me as a young. I'm gonna respect you, but you're gonna respect me as well. That's another thing we need to talk about.
People acting like people don't grow for real.
But they don't respect your growth. Like, they
don't.
want to keep you there. Like, you used to do that.
Mhm.
You used to eat that.
Yeah.
You used to go
You
there.
used to be so
Okay.
passive. You
I
used to be this.
used to.
I used to.
Yeah.
How old was I then? I
Exactly.
thought you should have grew up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's growing with every learning. Even how you parent your children. If you have a child when you younger and then you have a child when you older, if you parent them the same way, it's
you
something wrong
didn't
with
grow
you.
at all. You did not grow
Like
at all.
how did you not learn?
I have
from
more
the
patience
things
now.
That very back then, baby, I would have hung Kennedy Jackson.
Man.
Now
I be looking at that little boy like, I don't
yes.
even got the patience
You know what
to
I'm
scream
saying?
at you right now, bro. Like,
It's just
go.
like you have to grow in everything that you.
Yeah.
That's
You
just like a
do.
job. You gonna stay at a job and make the same money you was
Heck,
making
you know,
for
you
8,
gonna
9,
leave.
10 years.
No.
You're not gonna learn anything. You're gonna just still keep pressing the call button. Each year you learning something else. Now you pressing the call button. Now you loading up patients. Now you walking them out. Now
and that
you
was something with
seating
me
them.
when
Now
I
you,
was, when I
every
was younger.
time you learning something different. So if you're not learning something different,
I never
in life,
put in 2-week notices because you know why? I
You don't?
always wanted to go
Baby.
above. I never put in a 2-week notice.
You are my
Anywhere I
shero.
went.
For
Every
real?
time I went,
I
I
ain't been
was not
encouraging
coming
that.
back to
I
you.
walk out.
I
not
encourage
coming
that
back.
now.
I'm
I
not
walk
coming
out.
back.
I'm gonna
But
send you a
Baby,
video
I'm not
on
coming back.
that.
I'm
But
not coming back.
I'm gonna send you a
Ooh,
video
I
on
don't- I'm
that.
struggling
never,
right
I
now.
have
I'm gonna find this
never
video I
put in a
saw and it
2-week
changed the
notice.
way I feel about that.
I've never put in a
I hope I
2-week
don't have to do it
notice.
no time soon, but I promise you the next one is not happening.
You don't want to
For
go
real?
back
I'm gonna
down.
send you the video
I
that
mean,
made me feel
I
that
thought
way.
it was just like a courtesy.
No, it ain't no courtesy, baby. It's for me, my mental. I'm not coming back to this. I'm going above.
They will
and
never
beyond.
give you a
walk
courtesy
off.
when they fire
They
you.
would never give you a courtesy when they fire you.
So
why you
listen, in
giving them
2 weeks we
courtesy?
plan to let you go.
When
So
they
get your
writing you up
finances
for this and they
together.
writing you up for that.
Nobody's doing that.
No. So you take
Maybe
that.
it probably depends on the relationship.
I'm gonna send you this video. This
think it
lady
depends
said,
on the
I had a
I
beautiful
feel that way
relationship.
too. But when I say you watch this video, you're gonna be like, ooh, that's so true. It was
Never.
all
I just
facts.
can't see myself.
Never.
This
You are my shit.
I'm gonna tell y'all though. I'm not gonna say that I didn't believe in 2-week notices. I'm gonna say that I never really cared enough. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I never cared enough. I'm not gonna say I was rude to patients or none of that, but I never cared enough for a job to be like, oh well, I'm gonna think about how they feel if I do this. But the way my doctor is now, like I can't see
Can't just
myself
leave him like
just
that.
walking out
I
on
used to
him.
love
See, but I think
her.
that's different. When you
Oh
really
my
got
gosh, I
that
cannot
type
see
of connection,
myself
you
just
wouldn't want to do
walking out
I
that.
used to love my manager at the hospital, but she was like, Kira, now you know if you don't put in 2-week notice, you ain't gonna get here, baby. Like I said, I'm done. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying? I'm see you later. And I
You
love
are just.
it's nothing
Ooh,
about it's
bro.
just leveling your no.
I'm gonna send you this video. I'm gonna send it in a group chat. You gotta see this video.
What you do? If I walk out,
These people gonna die.
the job
They're
don't
not
go.
gonna worry about you.
Like it, I'm his assistant, so it's like.
Guess what? If something was to happen to you, he'll have another assistant the next day.
He'll be
in about
working
6
by
days.
himself. He be working by himself.
I give him 6 days. He'll have somebody.
About 6 days. Yeah, of course he gonna hire
That's
somebody.
crazy.
But
that's good.
But
you
this
have
the
that
first
passion.
time that I ever.
That's
felt
why I
like
always
that.
want a position
I
that
will
only
walk
I
out
got
on-
and I know.
I'll
Don't
walk
have
out on you in a
17 of
minute,
me.
baby. I'll
That's
snap
good.
out
That's
and
good.
leave.
That's good.
That's why I don't
But
like having
now,
jobs where stuff
I
like that.
I don't like this feeling. I'm gonna say I don't like it.
You don't.
Nope. Because I think before I be like, who gonna do it? But you're not supposed to be like
You're
that.
not supposed to be like you gotta go. You gotta go. It's time for you to level up. You know when it's time to go.
Yeah, I'm fighting it.
What else y'all feel like was like attacking y'all when you were going through your identity change before we get up out of here?
Attacking me.
Everything attack you. I feel like when you growing.
I mean,
it seems like everything fall apart at once.
It does.
It's never just one thing. It's like when it rains, it pours. So it's like thing after thing after thing after thing.
But it can't rain forever.
But the sun gonna come back out. So it just be like, how do I deal with it at this moment?
That part.
My thing with leveling was my hardest part was like, y'all, I swear I could be having the best week ever. The best week. Not thinking about nothing in the past, leveling up and everything. Let me tell y'all something. That next week,
you would be down.
I'll be right back down.
Something
Baby
triggered
downer.
you.
Something triggered me. It's so many levels of getting that. And I just want to be to the place where I'm at. I know stuff is going to be triggered, but it's about how you react on it.
My therapist said it's about acknowledging your triggers, finding out what your triggers are and managing them.
I just saw
you can't throw your triggers away. You can't hide them.
Can't hide them.
Put them. You have to learn how to manage them. And when you learn how to manage them, then you in control. So when they come, it's like, okay, I know that this triggered me, so
Mhm.
now I'm not gonna do this thing.
Mhm.
So it's like learning your triggers. You have
and
to
and learning
learn
what you can control and
what
can't.
trigger.
There
You
you
can't
go. What you
control
just said, and
anything.
you
Yeah.
said, I
You
just
can't
I
control
just
anything.
heard that. I think it was listed to the Breakfast Club.
You
It
can't.
said, and I literally typed this down. It says, "Be grateful for your triggers because they point you where you're not free."
Where you and you cannot hide them. You can't.
Now,
You have
be
to
grateful for
deal
those
with them
triggers.
Yeah.
head on. Learn what triggers you, and like almost silently fight them yourself.
Definitely,
Because
because you are the only one.
when you bring them out, then you giving them water, you giving them air to breathe. So you have that's
Learn
one
those
thing
triggers so
that
you can
you
work
have to
on
keep
them.
inside of you. Yep. Keep
Yeah.
mentally work on them. Like, okay, I know this triggered me. Learn them, acknowledge them. Like when you hurt, be like, yeah, this made me feel weird. I ain't doing that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or when I go here, or when I do this, I feel this type of way. Learn that, and then know that it's okay. Like I don't have to go there, or I don't have to talk
And
to
that's
Yeah.
a
this
part of
person,
identity change too.
or I don't
Learn
have
because
learning
not
what
everybody
your
know those
is.
triggers. You know, a lot of people
Yeah.
just get
Yeah.
triggered and act out.
And act out.
And
So
don't
Learn
even
what
know
it
what that
That's
is.
trigger
growth.
is.
And
That is
don't know.
something that I'm getting.
And
And
that's
that's why
growth.
people snap,
Yes.
because they hold everything inside, and then it be like,
Mhm.
she just shot him and he didn't even do nothing because of McDonald's fry. It
No,
wasn't
it was
because
something
of a
going
McDonald's
on,
fry.
right?
It was because 75,000 things happened day after
Yeah.
day after day, and this person didn't acknowledge one thing that happened. They just kept letting it go
That's
in
why I
and
encourage
go
people to
in
be
and
nice
go
to
in.
people.
You do, because you never
You
know
never
what
know if
people
people having
going
a bad
through.
day.
You never
You
know.
you ordering some McDonald's, I'm ordering my baby a nugget meal, and you like, is that it? Like, baby, calm down. Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
like why you
And
so
I say
Why
I
you
angry?
can't
so angry?
stand.
You picked your
Okay.
job, baby.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
You know,
Be
that's the
courteous.
difference between the South, though. I learned that when I was in Tennessee. I tried to figure it out. I kept saying, what is so different? People, pleasant.
It is very
They
different.
make you want to be nice.
Wait, I just
They
seen
They
do.
make you
They make
feel
you
good.
want to be nice.
just talking about that. I don't know if y'all heard
It's
about that
like,
too. Somebody
what's
just got
wrong
killed
with
in
you?
a
Like, why y'all so nice?
driveway. I mean, in a drive-through
Got who?
restaurant. Got killed.
I
See
didn't
what I'm
see
saying?
that. See,
A
no.
worker got killed.
Nope.
Here.
I don't want to say it's here. It
Mm.
just happened. That's why I said just be a little nice.
You
know,
right
it's
about that. They
not-
make you do. They force you to be nice. When we took
Oh,
my
they force you
nephew
to be
down.
nice?
The
I
hospitality.
mean, they don't. It's
in
just
them.
you can't be
It's
how you
just
be
in
like
them.
that
How
with
you-
It's
somebody
about
like
how
that.
you hire your people anyway. I mean, you know.
But just and like you said in the
Just
South,
in
when we
general,
took
in a grocery store, they
we took my
smiling,
nephew down
they
there
pleasant.
for school. And he's so funny. He's so Detroit. He was just like, man, these people keep walking past me, telling me, "What up, though? Hey, how you doing?"
Everybody's
He like, what is this? And it was
So-
young folks. You know, so he was so young. He like, why everybody keep speaking to me? I'm like, boy, you better speak back. And it was so weird. Everywhere we walked, they're like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, can y'all stop? We cannot keep saying hi. But it was literally, it was a
Do
good
y'all
feeling.
think it's so this I've been wondering this. So I see this on Facebook sometimes too. Do y'all think it's a race thing of being nice and being mean?
I think we more.
I don't think so. Because I know a bunch of a-holes is on the other side. And a bunch of a-holes on the other side.
Because I was gonna say, like, I think it may be like the come off, like the facial expressions or the body language of how we come off. It don't
Mhm.
necessarily.
I think
be
is that
the
way to the
nice
other
or
person.
mean. Yeah, to
like
the other
us
person.
to them, because we want to. I don't know. I hate to say this, but we so in that slave mentality is still there. We want to be accepted so bad. We are always a nice. You ever walk somewhere and you see somebody going through the door? Let's just say you open the door for the other side, right? You're just like, here you go, and then you'll see another person come. You won't open the door for them. Why? Because they're black or they're white. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I've seen people open the door for, like, if it's a guy, he opened the door for the white woman, don't open for the other one. I'm you know what I'm trying to say, like, it's like
Yeah.
you trying to please, and because if that's what you mean by being more nicer. But I've seen it on equal sides. I work with a
Okay.
bunch of everybody. It's a
Okay.
mess.
I mean, yeah, I think women is women and men is men. And once everybody realize that, we'll be better off.
Well, I mean, I can't, when we realize that
Women
yeah.
is women and
Women
men
I
is
believe
men.
women-
A lot of traits that we have as women, all women have them.
Yeah.
A lot of traits that men have, all men have them.
I agree.
It's just that we didn't know, just like they didn't know, because we wasn't around each other. So it's like all of the things that we go through, they go through too.
They do.
All of the
I
things
can say
that they
that.
go through,
Yeah.
we go through
Yeah.
too. It's no different, no way around it. I don't think.
No.
Everybody has somebody crazy, a crackhead, a drunk auntie, annoying person. Like everybody, it's just that nobody give each other the chance to really, see. Because some people never left the hood. They never even been around a white person to even know how they act. Some white people never left the suburbs. They never been around black people to know how they act.
I still got that mentality. I treat the CEO, everybody the same. I've always had that mentality. So I never understood, like, why would you treat that person different because X, Y, and Z? But I didn't realize everybody else was like that. I just treat everybody the same.
It's like now we got all these platforms, though. That's what should be promoted. Or it's everything is equal, straight down. The only thing separate is the male and the female.
That's
no matter how you put it.
And that's how I always have thought. You're right.
Going on where you could think you a horse, but really you was born a man or a woman. You could think you both. You can think you whatever you want to think in your mind. Sometimes I think I'm rich and I ain't.
Okay. Sometimes check that account and be like,
I identify.
You know what I'm saying? But
identity crisis.
It's not real. You know what I'm saying? It's not. Distinguish the real and the fake, and know that it's a woman and a man. That's it. That's how
we went to a we do got to pick it up. So going for like we said, identity change is just sometimes it's about hopefully it's always about growth. There's a lot of people that go backwards, but hopefully it's always about growth. And it can be done a million different ways when you're going through that.
He talking about what I missed the whole show.
It's late. Bye. Late.
Seriously?
Tune in next Wednesday.
At this point.
Or go back and watch it.
Oh my God.
You late.
That's for everybody.
He was he was helping you with the laundry like you asked him. He was doing something.
He was reading up on what happened.
Yeah. He was trying to get his notes together. But oh my God.
We gonna pick back up on this.
We is. So when we doing that, make sure we do it consistent. What was it you said? You said something, or maybe you texted to us.
I texted to y'all though.
I can't remember.
But you just have to. The main thing is be you.
Be you.
Yeah,
I like that. Be you.
Be
you. You can only be you. And you shouldn't be scared to.
Yeah,
being you.
But you know what? A lot of people don't like that thing, and it's okay because you're not a people pleaser.
And that's right. And when you find what works for you, do it consistently.
Do it consistently.
Think about who you want to be. Be that. That's what you want. That's your identity.
Show up as
intentionally
you.
Start doing whatever you want to do. You're right. Show up as you.
Show up as you. That's the best way. And we'll see y'all next week.
And reinforce it by appreciating yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, we're right. We'll see y'all next week.
Thanks
Wednesday
for tuning
at 7.
in.
Thanks, y'all.
See y'all.